Hello, everybody. Happy November 1st. Welcome to our Vinera wine tasting. We have a lot of wonderful wines we are going to taste today. Of course, for all of you who bought our samplers, you are going to be able to join me in a wonderful Saturday morning wine tasting. What I would like to say, first of all, is thank you so very much for your support to our small family-owned company. It has been so many years, and it's always such a wonderful and rewarding way of feeling your love and constant support. And I really, really appreciate it. So from all of us here at Vinera, we would like to say thank you. And as you know, each year at this time of the year, in November, the holiday season is coming up. We decided that it's going to be a great way to recommend some wines for Thanksgiving, also for the fall season to drink at home, sharing with your friends and family. And today we are going to go to Spain, South Africa, and of course, Italy and Germany. So what's really exciting, hopefully Christopher Fry from Germany is going to be able to join us. He is still logging in. Maybe he's getting ready, making himself look pretty. We see. But what I am very excited about, for today, we are going to do a drier wine first, and then we are going to do one from the drier side and one from the fruity side. So everybody is going to be engaged. If any of you have any questions, I have Elisa here with me, who is going to be able to answer the questions. And she's going to give everybody the pricing for the wine. We have a QR code, which you can also get the wines. And we ship it, as you know, right away. So the wines are going to be in your house on time for the holiday season. Today, we are going to start with our beautiful wine from Spain. And it actually is coming from a beautiful area in Spain called Catania. The wine is white Grenache. It's a clone which comes from the Grenache grape. And what I really love about the wine is very unusual, very different. So first of all, it will have a very light body. Normally, it's the grape loves limestone and sandy soil, which means that the wines are going to have a lot of minerality, a lot of pear, a lot of beautiful light citrus, a little bit of lemon, but it's not high acidity, which is really nice. And also, it's a very subtle, very light flavor. What I really enjoy this wine with, especially if you like to grill seafood, if you like to grill lots of vegetables, fruits, the wine will complement it very nicely. And as you know, I always say that it's very, very difficult to pair white wines with salads because of the acidity of the dressing. This wine also pairs with the salads really, really nice. So since we are already having a first sip, I'm going to have a toast. Happy Saturday to all of you. And I hope all of you are doing well. We miss you terribly. I decided that we need to do those virtual tastings a little bit more. So not only we see each other in person, but also we get to have a glass of wine on a beautiful Saturday morning. Cheers. Okay. For the second, the wine, which is first one for the sweet wine lovers, we are going to go to a beautiful Italy, and we are going to have a Moscato D'Asti. So of course it's 100% Moscato grape. And what I really love about this wine is it's not very bubbly. So it's going to have a little bit softer, buzzy feel, but it doesn't have a lot of bubbles, which is really, really nice. This wine is meant to be for like an aperitivo. So a lot of times, in Europe, we like to do those kind of mid-afternoon aperitifs. And I find this wine very soft, very clean. It has an absolutely amazing taste and very, very fresh with a little bit of sweetness to it. This wine, I have to say, we always wanted to put on our list, and it was very difficult for us because we never could find a decent quality of it. And the main thing is, as you guys know, quality is everything to us. So we look for something which is going to have this elegant and very, very soft taste to it. What I also want to say about this wine, it doesn't really age very well. So I would recommend to drink it within 2 to 3 years. It's a beautiful wine and very easy to enjoy. But unfortunately, the time doesn't bring any change and doesn't improve the wine with time. So what is also nice that those wines normally have a little bit lower alcohol. So it's not very acidic, and it's also not a lot of alcohol to it. I am really excited to have this wine for Thanksgiving because it kind of starts the party. As you guys know, we love bubbles a lot. And I feel like this is going to be a perfect beginning when everybody's starting to arrive and have a, kind of before we all, sit down. This is going to be a great beginning for the dinner. So I really love it. And I know all of you are going to love it as well. Even if you like the dry wine, this wine is also really, really fantastic. So is everybody drinking with me? Elisa, did anybody say cheers to Agi? I can't wait after the tasting to see all of you. I hope to join me for a little chat. I have been missing some of you, and I haven't seen you for a while. So it's a great way to kind of reconnect. So I think we are going to do a second wine for the dry wine lovers. And we are going to take you to South Africa. I don't know if any of you had the South African wines with us in the past, but it's a very unusual wines coming from that region. First of all, I don't know if all of you know, but Cape Town is surrounded by 2 oceans. So it creates this incredible Mediterranean climate. And the grapes are literally absolutely love the soil and the moisture in the air. But what happens is because of the oceans, the saltiness of the water gets on the vines. So sometimes we get to taste that in the wine. This is one of our brand new releases from South Africa. Some of you may already know the grape. This is a 100% Pinotage. Pinotage is really, really delicious grape. As you know, it has a lot of very rich red fruit, a lot of body, a lot of spice, some of the smokiness, which is a lot of characteristic for the South African wines. They have a little bit more masculine taste, a little bit heavier finish, longer finish. Some of our wine lovers can describe it as very chewy wine, which means it kind of stays on your palate for a while. This is 2023 vintage, so it is a little bit younger wine, but it's very, very drinkable, which is really interesting and exciting also for this wine. I find that sometimes younger wines have also a little bit more personality, a little bit more taste. And also, they are a little bit harsher. So for all of you who like a little oomph in the wine, this one definitely will have it. I personally absolutely loved. I had this wine with me a couple of weeks ago at the tasting, and what we found that this wine was incredible with meat. So if you are a meat lover, this would be amazing if you have steaks, if you have spicy ham, ribs. Turkey is going to go wonderful with that because of that very full red fruit taste to it. I would recommend to decant the wine, I would say about half an hour before you serve it, which, it will let the wine stretch a little bit and have a little moment to breathe. And then when you start serving it with the food, it's going to have that a little bit more rounder taste. The wine is aged in oak, as you know, and the tannins is a little bit more present at the moment because the wine is a little bit young. But on another hand, within a year or two, the wine is going to change quite a bit. And that's what I want to talk about it a little bit before we go to the next wine is the aging wine. For some wines, really time brings a lot of change. And if you are patient enough, but I know when we have 12 bottles, it's a nice way to see the wine aging and changing and having that moment. But what I love about the wine seeing with the aging, that transformation. And it's so fun sometimes to go back when you have opportunity to do vertical on the wines, or when you have a moment to see the same wine in different times. It's such a obvious change. And I think Pinotage especially is going to be the wine which you can see within even couple months, the change of it. Normally with time, that very aggressive presence of the fruit, you can have like clove taste to it, or mushroom, or sometimes you have that very barny taste. With time, all those tastes will kind of mellow out, and the wine is going to become a little softer. The fruit is going to disappear, and then you are going to get a lot of that beautiful earthiness to the wine. I have to say, the wine is definitely perfect for anybody who do enjoy a little bit different taste than Cabernet, Merlot, Pinot Noir. This wine has a lot of presence, and definitely was very welcome in my wine cellar, because we always like to switch the wines. So this one is kind of fitting in that unusual side of the taste. So it's really, really great. Well, cheers, everybody. That's Elisa. Does anybody have any questions for me? No? Wow. Okay. Well, I keep going then. Is Christopher there or not yet?
No.
Not yet. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to talk for Christopher with the first wine. And I'm going to take you to Rheinhessen region, which is a really beautiful region in Germany. Some of you who are here with me today been to visit Christopher, and you had opportunity to see the family vineyards. And as you know, Germany has 13 different regions. And what I always, for some of you who have not been in Germany, I wanted to say the vineyards are very small. And I think this is also something which a lot of people don't know. But in the past, when the family had 10, 12 children, when the family was, aging, and the grandparents and parents were giving the vineyards to the children, they were splitting them up. Let's say for 10 kids, let's say 5 kids were interested in making wine. So they would split the vineyards. So in reality, right now, a lot of those vineyards, some you can own 2, 3 rows. Sometimes you have only one row, which you cultivate, and then you are going to have maybe a little bit bigger plot. But it's very much controlled in Germany. You can't plant without getting permissions. You only can cultivate what you have, and it's a very difficult way, because if you want to make organic biodynamic grapes, the highest quality grapes, everything you have to do by hand. So you can imagine going from one plot when you have only one row, and then you have to move to different plots and so on. It's quite complicated, and it's also very demanding for the labor. So what I really love about Christopher's wines, pretty much on any of them, the common thing for all those wines is the elegance, the quality, the uniqueness. Christopher is very lucky because where their vineyards are, they have some limestone, which, as you know, for the white wines especially, it's fantastic because the limestone brings that beautiful mineralogy to the wine, but also their climate allows the grapes to have a very unique and fresh acidity. So as you know, in Germany, we have 3 major harvests. We have Cabernet, we have Spätlese, and then we have Auslese. So for all of you sweet wine lovers, we chosen this beautiful wine, which is our staple wine for years and years. It's our Kerner Spätlese. This is 2023 vintage, which was actually fantastic vintage in Germany. We had beautiful weather. It was very soft summer and spring. We had a lot of beautiful things. Oh my gosh, look who's there. We have Christopher. How are you? How is Germany?
Hello, pretty good. Everything good over here?
Just telling everybody about this beautiful wine, which I absolutely love. And what I wanted to say before you cut me off, because I know you cannot wait to talk to everybody, but I wanted to say, it's a later harvest, so the grape has this beautiful time to develop the flavor, and Kerner naturally it's a lot of body to the grape. So I feel anytime we drink the Kerner, it has that beautiful long finish and a lot of texture. Christopher, first of all, tell us a little bit how much of the vineyards you have right now and how much wine you produce. So clients who do not know you yet, and we have few new clients, can kind of understand, what wines you do, and tell us more about you and your family.
So yes, so we in our winery we do around, I would say, 120 acres of vineyards. So we grow them all by ourselves. So we do the whole process from cultivating cultivating the grapes, processing the grapes, and making the wine. Um, I would say around 60% of the production is whites and 40% is reds. On the white, it's mainly Riesling and Pinotypes, and then we have also a little bit of some other varieties. For example, like we have the Kenner. So the Kenner we have today is a Spätlese. So Spätlese means later harvest. So the grapes have naturally a little bit higher level of sugar, and a little bit more structure and complexity. So for the Kenner, or the interesting thing on Kenner is, so it's still very crisp, nice structure, very fruity, but still it has a little bit lower acidity and makes it, a little bit more complex and a bit bolder.
Okay. And you know how much I love to cook. So I think this wine also is going to be fantastic for Thanksgiving. It has a lot of fruit. It has a nice long finish. And then it's going to have this beautiful rounded kind of, it will complement salads. It will complement. I sometimes really love it with meat, believe it or not, especially when I do spicy food. I think this wine will complement it really nicely. And surprisingly, it's 10% alcohol, which you can't really taste. You have this amazing talent where you guys, how you make the wines, they are so precise, they are so elegant, they are so soft. What temperature do you think you would recommend to serve it?
So I would say around 7 to 10 degrees Celsius, which is, what is it? So I would say around 45 to 50 Fahrenheit. That's what I would recommend.
Yeah, I think so
So,
too.
not a little bit, for sure, a little bit. So, of course, you have to have it in the freeze or fridge a little bit cooler, because it's getting warm immediately when you pour it to your glass, because the glass has the room temperature, and also it's getting warm immediately. And if it's too cold, so it doesn't have enough fruit, but if it's getting too warm, yeah, you also don't want it. So you really have to have the right temperature for the wine.
Yeah. And it's of course that red bottle, it gets everybody, it's just you did good with that, with the packaging as well, because I think it's a beautiful bottle. So for any of you who have friends who love wine, this is also a great, gift, and it makes it really nice, elegant, giveaway. Christopher, do you remember both of us? I was dragging you all over the stores to get those mushrooms. Do you remember them?
I think I have been in so many stores with you. I don't remember that one.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, shopping is happiness, so today we're shopping for wine, so you should be very happy. So for the dry wine lovers, we have a last wine for you, which I personally was very involved with, because I was asking Christopher for many years to give me a beautiful label with animals on it. And we came out with this gorgeous label, which is absolutely amazing. It's of course, Cabernet Sauvignon Merlot blend. It's 2020 vintage. Unfortunately, this was the very difficult year for all of us, but Christopher produced one of the best vintages for this wine. I absolutely love this wine. And we reintroduced this couple weeks ago. We're selling it like crazy, Christopher. You need to, after we finish talking, you need to go back and make more. So don't be going to sleep.
It's a holiday over here today.
Yes, because it's November 1st. I know. Anyway, this is 14% alcohol, but it's still really mellow. So what I love about this wine, even though it's more Cabernet, right? Or it's Merlot?
It's mainly, yes, it's more Cabernet Sauvignon
More
than Merlot.
Cabernet Sauvignon. But for some reason, I feel you have that presence of Merlot. So you do have a lot of fruit. Can you tell us a little bit about the process, how you made that wine?
So yes, so for us, of course, Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot are the last varieties we're going to harvest. So the whites are already done, and then we going to pick first Merlot, and then we pick Cabernet Sauvignon. Um, And then, yes, Merlot first. So we picked them both by hand, sort them already in the vineyard, because we are a little bit cooler climate, so sometimes the grapes are not 100% ripe. So we only pick the really, really ripe grapes, so the best grapes. Pick them by hand, bring them home to our vineyard. We chill them, the grapes, do then a destemming, and we start then a cold maceration in the tank. So all this process takes around 4 days, and after the 4 days, we immediately start the fermentation. So fermentation is also done in stainless steel. Fermentation is taking time around, I would say, 10 to 12 days, and after the 12 days, it's going for 24 hours in stainless steel to do a sedimentation, and then we do put it in oak for another 18 months.
Yes.
So this is more, yeah, more or less the fastest description of that of making that wine.
And also, what I would like to say is this wine is going to age pretty well, correct?
Yes, yes. So first, it's a Cabernet Sauvignon. Cabernet Sauvignon always ages pretty well, so it has a lot of tannins. It has a really, really good structure. So and also, of course, alcohol also helps for aging. So yeah, it has really good potential to keep it for a couple of years in your cellar.
Yes. And what I find about, because it's already 5 years old, almost 6 years old, and this wine is just so good. It has so much flavor and a lot of robust, warm fruit. It has that great, great finish. I mean, pairs with food amazingly. As a matter of fact, I am going to have that for today. So I don't know if all of you know, but Christopher's favorite dish is jambalaya. So a lot of times,
But only if you make it.
exactly. So a lot of times when I go to Germany and visit grandmother and Christopher and Philip, I make the jambalaya for them. And I find this wine just pairing with jambalaya so well also, which is always this, it's a little bit spicy, but it still pairs very, very well with that. Um, I don't know if but this wine, you don't necessarily have to aerate it for a long time. I would say when you open the bottle, you put it in the decanter for about 10-15 minutes and it's going to be ready to go. So it's really, really, really amazing. And we do have some left. I think, Elisa, we still have some. So if anybody is interested, this is the time to buy because, like I said, we sell it so fast and the wine is insane. Even for all of you fruity wine lovers, I find that the wine could be even great for your portfolio because it's just fantastic. So thank you, Christopher, for making it.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, we have another one from you, but before we talk about this wine, I know that some of you already visited Christopher in Germany, but some of you have not been there yet. Elisa is going to put the website on where you can actually book a trip with us. As you know, I take clients to Europe quite a bit, and my favorite place to go it is Germany. Not only because of shopping and beautiful castles and amazing food, but also because we visit Christopher and Philip, and we get to hang out with Grandma. But Christopher, this would be a great opportunity for you to invite everybody to come and visit.
Yes, so yeah, whenever you have a chance to come with Agi to Germany and visit us, so you're very welcome. So we always have a really, really good time. So we start a bit in the wine area. So we go first to the Mosel area. The other day or the next day, we're going to visit our winery. So we spend the whole day. So most times we are trying to do it around at the beginning of the harvest season because they can really see everything. So you can see the different grapes. You can taste the different grapes in the vineyard. So you can really taste differences between them. You see the whole process, how we process the grapes in the vineyard. So you really see every detail of the winemaking, and that's yeah. And then we also go a little bit south of Germany where you see the different castles. So it's a really great mixture of everything what you have to see in 1 week in Germany.
And also, everybody, Christopher has opportunity to show off all his tractors and all the machinery, which he's very proud of. Every time we go, it's a new tractor on the lawn. And I 1 year I got to drive one, but not anymore. I have been definitely forbidden to sit in the tractor. So when you come with us, maybe you can help me convince Christopher that I belong in the tractor.
I don't think so.
No, yeah, you're right. Another thing also, which we do with you is Christmas markets, which they are also part in Germany, part in Austria. and part in Poland. So Christmas market is also fantastic time to come to Europe and go and visit because again, it's this magical time of the year. We do lots of shopping, lots of great warm glue wine drinking, which Christopher makes amazing, which we really love to drink during that time. So if anybody has any questions, you can email me or text me. I'd be happy to let you know more, send you the itineraries. Also, 2026 is still open for both trips and more. So if anybody is interested, you can let me know. It's probably really one of my most dynamic and most amazing trips we do. So I highly recommend it. For all of you who went to Germany already, we kind of revamped the whole trip. It's a little bit different. We do a lot of other stuff. So you are always welcome back. You can come with us and play in Germany. Christopher, I have to tell you something about this wine. Everybody is crazy about it. So you have to tell me, what is the secret? What did you do with this beautiful wine?
I know, I know, I know. So you keep asking that question for years now, but I will still not tell you the secret.
I think I know what you do. You put aspirin into the wine. That's why nobody ever gets headaches from it. So,
No, it's still not that.
yeah, no, I know. It was a joke. So this is 2023, and we have our favorite and famous Dornfelder. And also we have another grape, which not a lot of people know about. Can you tell us about that grape?
Yes, the second variety is Bonnet, or we call it in Germany, so it's a synonym, so we call it in Germany Portuguese. It's a very old variety in Germany, so one of the first, so Pinot Noir and Portuguese or Bonnet are the first varieties on reds we had here in Germany. So yeah, for hundreds of years we cultivating Bonnet over here. It's a little bit lighter in the color, so Dunfeld is really dark and Bonnet is a bit lighter, but it's a super elegant red wine. Yeah, I would say a little bit more similar to Pinot Noir. But yes, I think it matches really well to to Dornfelder because Dornfelder you have more fruit, you have a little more silkiness, and Bonnet gives you more that elegance to the wine.
Yeah, and you know what I find about this wine is just so drinkable. I always say a lot of people would love to drink wines which are a little bit more heavier and focused and with a lot of fruit, but they don't like that oakiness. They don't like that tannins in the wine. They don't like the earthiness in the wine. They want something a little bit more mellow, soft, velvety. And I feel this wine is just perfect. It's kind of in the middle. It's not very sweet, but it has a beautiful fruitness to it. It has a very lively fruit, very present fruit. And then I feel it's just a beautiful wine, for Thanksgiving. This is my choice for Thanksgiving for all my guests who love fruity wines. And the best part about it, it's only 8.5% alcohol. So it's not very high alcohol in the wine. And Christopher, would you recommend to chill this wine? What temperature should we drink it at?
I think you can do both. So you can chill it, you can serve it a little bit cooler, but also you can serve it around room temperature. It's really more like your personal choice. So if you want to if you want to have it more fruit forward, I would say you have to chill a little bit more. So same as we had the canner, around 40 Fahrenheit. And if you want to do, if you enjoy a little bit warmer and rounder, you can do it by around a little bit cooler than room temperature.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think this is wonderful. And the best part also, it's a screw top, so easy to open, fast, and no problems to drink it, right?
Yes, especially for the fruity wines or for the wines you want to have you are more focused on the fruit. Same as for the canner, we have the screw tops. So those wines are always so you can open them and you can enjoy them immediately.
Exactly. Well, I hope everybody is drinking as we are talking. I wanted to tell you a couple things also. So first of all, you are able to, if anybody is interested in ordering the wine, you can mix and match. You can do sixes in your cases. We ship it right away. So if you have one you love, you can get a case, but if you want all of them, you can mix and match. Also, as you know, each year we offer a gifting of wine. So if any of you are thinking about sending something to your family and friends, we can do the 3 packs, which we can send to any of your friends and family. We can put the gift card in it, and then we can send it out anywhere it is allowed to ship in the United States. So it's wonderful. In Hawaii, especially, you're getting such a great deal because it's no shipping, and you guys get the wine immediately directly shipped to you as well. So it's a great time to do that. I also want to say that we are going to offer a Christmas virtual tasting. So if anybody is interested, we are going to release the wines we are going to do next week. It's going to be December 6th at the same time. And actually, Christopher and I are going to be in Germany doing Christmas markets. So we are going to be live from Germany doing that with you guys. So I hope that everybody is going to put it on the calendar and you join us. Not only you get to drink wine with us, but also we are going to show you a sneak peek of this wonderful adventure for Christmas. And if any of you has any questions and would like to say hello to Christopher and I, we are going to open right now. You just have to show the hand that you want to participate, and we are going to put you on and see everybody. I would love to see you guys. Thank you so much for joining. If anybody doesn't want to say hello, I'm so, so, so happy that I was able to do a November 1st Saturday morning with you, and you are always a joy. And I hope that I get to see you in person very soon. And let me know if you want to order some wine. I'd be happy to ship it to you. Thank you. Bye.